Okay, that was weird. Facebook's doing weird stuff again. Howdy, howdy. Hello. How is everyone? It's been a long week. It's been a very long week. If you are just popping on, say hello. If you're watching the replay, then make sure you tell me that. And of course, hit that little heart button. Send it out into Facebook and send me out into Facebook land. That would be definitely appreciated. So I'm just putting this transfer away from the last time I chalked because I haven't been in here to do anything. As most of you should know, I haven't been on live all week because Texas got hit with that storm and the power grid was maxed, supposedly like we were changes coming up with all that. I don't get into politics, but there's going to be some changes going on. I can tell you, they're going to investigate the heck out of that stuff. All right, so let's make a comment. Paste that, send. See if I can pin it. There I am. I have to pin it over here because it's silly. There. All right, so put this one away. This is our February Club Couture transfer. And this is what we did with it. We made this cute little shirt. Ooh, I can't see what I'm doing. So it is go confidently in the direction of your dreams and I put the arrows on the sleeve. So that is our cute little shirt we made with that. Club Couture is Chalk Couture's monthly subscription. It's $19.99 a month. You get a B-size transfer. This is a B size. It's roughly the size of like notebook paper. It's really a 9 by 12. And then you get 3 coordinating paste singles. Not necessarily these colors, but these are paste singles. Hello, Miss Carrie. How are you? So that is that, and I am definitely trying to add some club members to my club group. I have my own private club group where I offer special perks to my club members. Chalk Couture actually offers extra perks to club members. And in fact, February, after you enroll as a club member, then you can get 15% off on one of the Chalk It Up kits, which are new. It's during the month of February though. And this is the shirt that I made previously. And it's got, I don't know if I can turn around. It's got like hearts and stuff on the back. Look, my hair's in the way. There. Hearts and stuff on the back. And I figured out it goes with my little loungy pants. See? I'm like, oh, those go together, kind of. Like it'll work. All right, so I have a project in mind. I will trim the edge of this once I'm done. This little edge over here needs to be cut off. I need to put this on here. I need to send this out. Hello, Miss Dora. How are you? I am doing well. Finally live. It's been a week. It's been a week. I mean, it's been a week since I've been live, and it's also been a very long week. Yeah. I was about to do something. Oh, I know. I was going to send this out into Facebook land. Hold on. More options. Share to a group. Just got to send that to my MVP group. Hello. And then I need to send it out into Facebook land. If you are not a Chalk Couture designer, please also send this out into Facebook land, because you may know some other people that are interested in doing this, or you may have a group that you think would be good to share to, and they change this up. Seriously. They made it so easy and then they took it away. All right, so I'm going to send this out to like 5 places, and then we'll get going. I'm not happy they changed it, but it was so easy. Maybe not even 5. We'll see. And while I'm doing this, if y'all are doing it, that would be awesome. And make sure you hit that heart. That will help my algorithm with Facebook. All right, 4 places. Send it out to 4. And you send it out to a lot other ones. All right. So we're going to end up chalking on this. This is actually the board that those trees probably came on. This is one of the, it's just the backing sheet. Why not reuse it? So, like I said, this edge I am going to cut off with the saw. I cut off part of it that was damaged, and I'm going to take and cut the rest of it off later. Just, I have a little leeway there as an edge. And I am going to put this down. It's bigger than I want. There we go. We'll use this one. This way you can actually see what I'm doing instead of white on white. And we're going to paint this with some of our chalk paste first. I haven't done my paste. Oh, they're dying on me. The new Creamy Dreamy formulas are being released. They are awesome. But I have all my older paste that I need to use, and this one needs some help. Like I said, I haven't been in my paste in a week, and this one even longer. So I wasn't online this last week because of all that storm in Texas, and they were asking us to conserve energy, and I was trying to do my part, because when I come in here and go live, I obviously have an extra light on. I usually have my phone plugged in, but I kept my phone plugged in the whole entire time because never knew if my power was going off. I turn in my extra light for doing lives. I have my laptop running. Sometimes I have to use the hair dryer or the easy press, and I'm like, I'll just conserve some energy. I'll do my part. And I didn't want to, I'm still a little paranoid about this whole past week. Like, yeah, stress, anxiety, and Miss Tori was looking out for me. She was saying good thoughts, prayers, and it obviously worked because, thank God, thank everybody, I actually managed to keep power. Currently still have running water, no breakages. I'm a little paranoid. And, yeah, my gas is still working. Now I'm afraid to see my utility bills. But everything got I turned everything down to help conserve on everything. Don't need that. So yeah, a little paranoid. One of my friends wanted to hang out tonight. I'm like, no, I'm going home. I ended up I had a hockey game tonight, so it was originally supposed to be like at 11, and they moved it earlier. Everything's melted now, or mostly melted. We were up in the low 50s today, and the high tonight is definitely way above freezing. It's in the 40s somewhere. Oh, thank goodness. I don't see how you Northerners do it. But y'all are also prepared for this. And, like, you know it's coming every year. Most of the stores are still bare. Like, people, like, did COVID again. They went and they bought everything out. Yeah. I did check my Reliant, which that's where I pay my electric. And that doesn't look too bad. The gas, the natural gas is going to be what I'm worried about. There's just water in here. This is our fine mist sprayer. And I just fill it with bottled water. You always want to use bottled water or distilled water. Don't use tap water because there's crap in tap water. We all know this, right? We all know this. And this paste was not, this paste was almost too dry. I brought it back. But this is one of the colors that I want to use tonight to start this project. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna kind of paint with it first, kind of. So I'm just kind of getting some paste that I want to use to start with. So the first part's not really chalking, but you don't always have to use the paste directly as on transfers and stuff. And this one's gonna be fluffy. It's a little dry. But yes, all of our paste, like these, are being reformulated. We have new creamy, dreamy paste that are coming out that don't dry like this, or don't dry out as quick. See, the problem is, when Couture first started, they were making paste. Actually, they made paste in a kitchen, someone's kitchen to start with, you know. It's a American-made company, started in someone's house. But then as they grew, you know, they were making, say, 100 jars of paste at a time. And so the formula was perfect and great. But then as they grew, they had to make more paste and more paste. And instead of making 100 jars in a batch, then all of a sudden they were making 10,000 jars, or, well, 1,000, then 10,000 jars in a batch. And the recipe got skewed. Because anybody that knows baking, I can't remember, baking soda or baking powder, I think it's baking soda. Just because your recipe triples or quadruples doesn't necessarily mean all the ingredients quadruple or triple. Some of them stay the same amount, and so that's kind of what happened with the paste. The formula got mixed up, or not mixed up, the formula kind of got, like, off kilter, right? And they Couture brought in a chemist, and the chemist broke down the formulas, and this one's not, oh, this one is open. That's not cheery. I'm not going to use that one. I want cheerful colors. They brought in a chemist who broke down our formulas and revamped them to what they're supposed to be and what Couture wants them to be. And what all the designers want, even smelling like a baby. It's a joke. They do smell better. I have a new one that I got at Leadership. This one. It's so pretty. And so now they have started revamping, and they're pulling all the old paste off as soon as they get the new paste. And I think about half the colors, actually there's a bunch that aren't even available right now because they've got them pulled. But about half the colors have already been made in the new formula. So that's good. And see, I've already got some of them, but I have old ones open, so I don't need to open these yet. All right. Sorry, my nose was itchy there. All right, so like I said, we're gonna paint this to start with. Because I have a plan. And I need one of my spongy brushes. And I'm going to, this is a working project. Or a project, a project in the works? I don't know. It's as we go. So if you've joined, or if you're watching, my name is Vicki. I'm an independent designer with Couture, and we are just going to do a little project here. And you know what? I wonder. We'll see. We're going to do a little project. You haven't missed anything yet, Tori. You haven't missed anything yet. So I am just going to use my paste and kind of make a background with this. This is just a paper towel that I have. I've done other things like this. I'm going to put that over there. But we're going to try something a little bit different tonight. Normally I just like stick it in the paste and then dab it on. We're doing a little bit different. In fact, I got to hit that before it dries. Because that lighter blue, which is called Morning Sky, is really kind of dry. And I want one more. We'll use this because we're going to grab that dark one. This is actually Iris, which is a fantastic color. It is a retired color now, unfortunately. For anybody that wants it, it's retired. Okay. I'm thinking, well, maybe not. We'll see how it goes. Now, I am just going to use my foam brush to kind of blend these. Like, seriously, this is not artsy craftsy at all. I'm making a mess and hoping it looks okay. It's really what I'm doing. And I'm kind of wanting it to be more watercolory. That's why I've got a ton of water on here. Because I do have something definitely in mind for this. See, that feels a little thick right there. And the reason I'm not dabbing it, because it kind of creates little valleys and hills when I dab it and just leave it there. And I didn't want that tonight. I wanted it to be smoother, so that's kind of what I'm trying. And I figured kind of doing a watercolor effect on it would be smoother than having all those little valleys and hills and then trying to put a transfer on top of it. Now this board, like I said, it's from the Christmas trees, and so it is a pretty thick board. I think I'm going to put some of this right here. So it shouldn't get like waterlogged or anything. Well, you know, I try. Because really art is anything that... Art's art. It's anything that you make. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect. Hell, half the things that have been invented are because somebody, like, had a oopsie and discovered something. Like, and I don't want that dog hair on there. That's not very creative. Unless, you know, my dogs want to contribute. I'm kind of wanting that to blend a little better. without my fingerprints. Now it's starting to dry, and my heater just kicked on, so there's going to be a little dog hair, a little drying from that. I think I like that, and I'm going to take and close my paste up. And it looks pretty good. It's actually brighter in person than what you're seeing, I think. So I'm going to close my paste up. Actually, I'm going to put some more water in it before I close these because they need some more water. I need to come in here and do chalk maintenance, which would be adding water and stirring them. Because I know I'm going to order a whole bunch of the new Creamy Dreamy paste and not take care of these like I should. But I have a lot of colors that are retired that I love, like that iris color, that I gotta take care of. Now, so like this Creamy Dreamy paste, the new ones you keep the seal and you put it in the lid. Like that is just, it's like ooey and gooey. I'm not gonna stir it because then I'll waste some paste. Although maybe, should we use this color on top of that for the words? It's either gonna be black. This might be too, maybe, we'll see. Let me dry this. That might be too cheerful. And then you can see how the new Creamy Dreamy paste are. If not, I do have some others. All right, let me dry this all the way through. Sorry, it's loud. And I do want this to be dried really well because this is chalk paste, and when I put the next color on top of it, I'm going to remove pretty quickly because I don't want it to get this part wet and pull it all up. And Couture does have ink, and you can do shirts. I made this past, like last week. It also has hearts on the back. I got stuff flying around. Get over here. So, we have a new quick dry tool that comes out on Tuesday. The final items for our February launch have finally arrived at the dock. Thank you, COVID. And are on the way to Utah to be shipped out on Tuesday. And so, the quick dry tool is one of them, and that will replace my noisy hair dryer. It's going to be much quieter. And I'm over here, I'm just getting chalk off while I'm drying this. The paste is non-toxic, so it doesn't matter if it's on my fingers. I don't like being messy. I got all over me. And I usually like to dry it until I can tell that the board itself is no longer cool, like wet, cool. So this is starting to, it's still dry. Alright. Hi, Miss Kelly. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this off of here because you can see that you don't need this anymore. Alright. So, I'm going to put this transfer on this board. Should we use our Creamy Dreamy pink it doesn't have a name? Or should we use like black? So this is it. Those we love don't go away. They walk beside us every day. Unseen, unheard, but always near. Still loved, still missed, and very dear. So that's what I'm going to put on here. What color should I put on it? Now see, this is much brighter in person. Sorry. You know what? The phone always gives me a different color. I have to look over here. Y'all will catch up in a minute. Yeah, it looks better over there. Let me see what other color I might want to use. Put this over to the side. I may or may not need that. I need to make stickers for Easter. Well, okay, that's guava. I could put papaya. I was kind of thinking shimmer shadow. And I'm probably not putting the birds on there. All right, I'm just gonna pull that. I've already used this transfer before, and I'm putting it on something that I just chalked. It's gonna pull up fine, so I'm not fuzzing it. But I am gonna put it kind of in the middle. And I usually can pretty well find the middle. And line it up that way. All right, so we're gonna go there, and I'm gonna start in the middle and push out because I don't want any bubbles, and I'm actually gonna use my old handled squeegee. We have a new one that just came out that is much better, and this part is more flexible, but like these. It's the same material as this and not a harder plastic. This is a harder plastic. So they finally have got us a new handled squeegee, which these things are amazing for working on big surfaces with a big transfer. Amazing. I didn't think I would need it until I ordered it and used it, and like, oh my gosh, it's awesome. All right, so Kelly says shimmer shadow. I think that's more appropriate than that bright, shiny pink. That is not shimmer shadow, that's black velvet. I just saw my shimmer shadow. I just saw shimmer shadow. Shimmer shadow is black with some shimmer in it. It's not glitter, it's shimmery. Okay, I can go to here. And my white needs to be worked on. All right. So you can see it. See the shimmer? And somehow or another, there's a little shimmer purple in there. Don't ask. Can you see that little spot of shimmer purple? Don't ask me how it got in there, but we're gonna pull that out. Just a little flake of it somehow or another got in there. All right. Now the shimmers don't usually need water added to them. They kind of have their own property. They feel really like you add water to it, it just absorbs and it kind of stays the same consistency. It kind of feels thick until you put it on, and then it feels super thin. Shimmers are a weird texture. We actually have a shimmer frost, which is great for doing snowflakes, Tori. Not that you can see it. Wow, that camera. See, I've got my camera settings for like to match the lighting. It's not true colors. So that is perfect for doing snowflakes. it's got the shimmer in there too. Shimmer Frost, which I think they're going to keep around, and Shimmer Shadow. We had some other shimmer colors that came out for like the holidays, and those are retiring. Shimmer Harvest, Shimmer Olive, and I think Crimson are the ones that are going away. That is still dirty. Yeah, it's very pretty. But I'm glad to see that they're planning, well, as far as I know, they're planning on keeping Shimmer Shadow, and Shimmer Frost. The Shimmer Frost, you can add any other color to it and change the color of it too. All right, so here we go. So this is, now I could put a big blob on here and just use that handled squeegee and be done, but we're gonna do this. It's gonna be just as quick and easy. Now it's going to look like I'm using a bunch. I'm not. It is the shimmer paste. They have a weird texture. Like, they feel like they're really thick. They go on really thin. It's just, they're weird. There's nothing wrong with them. They just have a different texture than the actual paste. Now I am working quick because I don't want it to pull up anything from the bottom layer, because that's all paste underneath there. And there we go. We are covered. I am just going to take my squeegee and pull back up the extra and put it back in my jar, because you don't use much at all on your projects. Even the ink, like on the shirt that I'm wearing, doesn't take much at all. And when I'm done with my live, I will take this to the sink and I will wash it with water in my hand to get majority of the paste off. And if there's any left over still on there, I will use a board eraser or a Mr. Clean Magic eraser, and that will pull the rest of it off, or most of it. Oh, that's a good choice. Oh my God. So this goes in my tray that I'll take to the sink and wash. I'm going to blow dry this real quick so I don't mess it up. This looks awesome. Now after I finish up the one edge that I need to trim down, hello Miss Lori, I will take and I'm going to spray this with some clear sealant. I'll take it outside because it's stinky, and I will do 3 coats. I'll do 1 coat, let it dry like 10-15 minutes, then I'll go back out and I'll do another coat, let it dry, and then a 3rd coat, let it dry. And then that will make this permanent. I really wish I had bought a second one of these transfers, because you can use this transfer for everything. And it was out of stock, and when it was about to retire, it was out of stock, and they got a small amount back in, and I wasn't able to get another one. So I'm like, they did come out with a new one that's kind of like the same sentiment. Sorry, I didn't mean to be yelling. I have not done a shadow box. I'm going to make sure my that's fine. I'm making sure I don't have anything on me. So there. Like, is that not awesome? And let's see if we can get the shimmer to show. Depends on the light. The words will be hard to see. Like a bigger area, you can see the shimmer. There, look at the word they. It's kind of shimmery a little bit. But the shimmer is much better in person than on the live. But yeah, so there is our cute little project. We just like basically watercolored the background, and then we put the transfer on the top. This is all chalk paste colors that are on this. And the board is actually upcycling the board that was the packaging for the trees. So, like, the board, a lot of people threw them away before they figured out that they could use them from other projects. Hello, Miss Ginger. I have not done a shadow box with lights behind it. I'm a little afraid of shadow boxes. I will admit it. There's several things I'm afraid of trying. That's one of them. But I've seen a lot of amazing shadow boxes where they've put this on the glass and then they filled the shadow box with memories and pictures behind it. It's really cool looking with this saying. So, all right, we are done for tonight. If you have any questions about Couture, joining Club Couture, which is our monthly subscription, or even joining my team where you can be on our Small But Mighty team, or as a hobbyist and get 40% off, let me know. I think that's it. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm coming up on 15 years of my mother's passing. So that's in March. So where I'm coming up on that. I've already passed, like January 25th was the last time she was home. March 15th was when she passed. So I'm coming up on that. That was 2006. So yeah. This I've seen a lot of cardinals this week, which has been good because it's been a week. I needed to see those cardinals. So now you're going to get me teary. I'm going to log off before I get all, like, weepy. But that's it. Shoot me a message. I'd love to chat with you more. And I can customize these in colors and other things for other people. I know you did, Dora. I know you did. This is actually for you, Dora. I was making this for you. I wasn't going to tell you. I was just going to put it in a box and send it. But this is actually for you, Dora. I just have to trim the edge and spray it. So, yes. I know. Yes, Dora and my friend Ara have had a crappy weekend. So, if y'all will say some kind thoughts for them, and obviously for Miss Lori as well, and everybody else that has had a really crappy week or is missing family members and friends, that would be great. We all need more love. All right? Well, you're welcome, Dora. But yeah, I made this with you in mind, is actually how this started. So, all right. Do more of what you love. I will catch y'all later. I appreciate you watching, and we will see you hopefully, should be tomorrow. I should be back on tomorrow. All right? See you Sunday. Good night.